Election Day in America 2024, and Don Trump Jr. is off the rails. Not that he's ever really been on the rails, but you know the cliche, if you spot it, you got it. And if you haven't noticed, Dandy Donnie Daddy's history since 2015 is basically he and his son, Don Jr., which is the focus of this breaking story I'm going to show you in just a few seconds, consistently run their mouth about the very things that they warn other people about that they're doing themselves. This guy has lost his mind. Try to imagine when you watch this piece, try to imagine Don Jr. running around all coked up in the White House at this point. I mean, you know, with all respect, dipstick train wreck Don Trump, Jared got $500 million from the Saudis. Ivanka got special patent treatment from the Chinese. But Don Jr. himself, I think, is the most dangerous of all. And if you gotta be reminded, let's just take a look at these two pieces real quick, shall we?
Yesterday, Donald Trump Jr. released emails explicitly detailing an invitation by the Russian government to collude, and his enthusiastic acceptance, quote, "I love it." Oh, Don, not as much as I do.
I don't know much about crack, but it seems like a lot of crack. It seems like a real lot of crack. Certainly for one or two people, but probably for a whole large group of people. But
I know what you're thinking. No, I'm not going to say that Donald Trump Jr. is on crack. That stuff is cheap. He would prefer cocaine. No, that's not right. And no need to make fun of anyone's appearance. We don't know what someone is going through. Now, usually, I would prepare and provide insight on what Donnie was referring to and why he would be talking about crack in the first place. But then it occurred to me that Don Jr. has said something like this before.
there are consequences to being on our side, right? If there weren't, I'd become an artist and sell my crap for $500,000. If there weren't, I would take $1 billion from China knowing that that's just fine. I'd have a laptop with all of our enemies and it won't matter. Crack's not really my thing, but if it was, it would be fine if I was on that side.
Yeah, Stephen, I'm with you. I like the funny of that, but I don't like the reality of that. And just last night, on the eve of the election, look at this tirade of rambling from this guy that, quite frankly, I have no idea what he's on. This breaking story is Don Jr. just being the absolute mess that he is. We cannot let this man in the White House with his dad. Check it out.
Why would anyone, even a liberal celebrity, endorse Kamala Harris? Well, one reason is because we're seeing unprecedented amounts of pay for play. Again, none of this is organic. It's a paid influencer operation. Know that. The celebrities who are getting paid are getting probably paid in another way because they're either on an Epstein list or a Diddy party list or both. We all saw that, how magically Diddy gets busted and all of a sudden everyone's endorsing the Democrat just out of nowhere. The people that were endorsing Trump, well, we're going to go the other way now. I wonder why that is.
Once again, I am talking to Michigan, Wisconsin, Pennsylvania, North Carolina, Georgia, Nevada, and of course, Arizona. Ironically, so much about Arizona I have in common, but yet not in common. Folks, this is not a Democratic choice. It's an American one. If you haven't voted yet, please share this. Get out and vote and realize there is far more at stake than just a policy point or two. We're talking about the history and the future of this country.